So, this is the boss fight. This is the infamous boss fight. This is the train that made me quote-unquote cry.
Yes, finally.
So, first off, grab one of these shells, and you're going to see why in a minute. These stations you see down here, aside from these thermal energy things, are coolant stations. There's a blue bar and a red bar at the bottom of the screen. The red bar is your train's overall health. The blue bar is the coolant. If the coolant runs down and your train starts catching fire, you're going to be in bad shape in your train's health. So about every 1 or 2 hits, the guy's going to hit the train. You're going to have to run down here and activate the coolant. So the reason you're carrying this shell around is you're going to want to get to the top of the train. And once you get on top, you see the cannon. The cannon's going to be our main weapon for this boss fight. And our only weapon for this boss fight. You're going to come over here, all the way down here, load a shell. You can energize it here, but it really doesn't do anything. I suggest not energizing it. And then hop in the driver's seat. Now, if you move the turret itself just by sitting in it, it moves incredibly slow. So, on each side there's a button to turn it left and right 90 degrees. You just gotta mash B a couple times. And the rest of this boss fight is just shooting those little button things on them. You gotta shoot them twice for it to be completely destroyed. To load a shell manually, after it's already been like loaded in the train system, you just gotta tap the fire button until you see the reloading graphic coming up. And your teammates will sometimes load them for you, but more often than not, you're going to be doing it yourself. The best you can hope for them is for them to just kind of take the shell up to where they load and just drop it.
Yeah, here comes a guy with one.
Yeah, look at that. He might put it in. If there's room for him to put it in, he'll probably put it in. But if it's filled up, they'll just leave it there. And if they just leave it there, they'll never go back to it. So you're going to have to take care of that yourself.
So what's so bad about this part?
Just the fact that, well, let me say this. The worst part about this is the learning process. Because for a while I thought you had to actually energize each shell, which was another session of mashing B, and it cost me a lot of time and got me hit a lot. But the main difficulty is once you lose health, you can't get it back. So you're generally going to die, if you're going to die, towards the end of this boss fight. And because it's like a 40-minute boss fight, look at that, I just cut out a bunch of it. Oh yeah, I cut it out to this specific point because this is me going to use the coolant. So there is going to be a few guys walking around on the train you want to watch out for, but they're not too big of a deal. And then just come down here and just come up to one of these stations and start mashing B. But the fact that you just gotta mash B to do everything and it's all time consuming sucks. And to stop him from hitting you, you gotta shoot him in the mouth with one of these shells, or if you have a rocket launcher, you can use that. But the way you turn this cannon is so slow that if you're trying to turn it to shoot him in the mouth, you're gonna get hit. There's no questions asked. There's no way you're gonna keep up with him. And you'll see that every time I see him go under the sand, I aim straight ahead because he almost always comes out straight ahead. You can see right here he came out towards the side, and that kind of fucked me over because I got hit from the side. But more often than not, he's gonna come out from the front.
So now that you know what to do, how difficult is this really?
Now that you know what to do, it's a lot. I got this on my first shot, but the first time when I was learning everything, it took me actually I'd say more like 7 or 8 attempts, which adds out to like what, 5 hours if it takes me 40 minutes per attempt.
Oh, that means lots of, oh come on, oh what the hell, oh.
Yeah, essentially. This. I rage quit a bunch of times doing this. You can see I already destroyed most of them because I fast forwarded it, because this is just too long. Now, the last little dot thing on him, like after you destroy them all, he's gonna have one more shot left. Once you destroy the last one, he's gonna come up behind the train. So watch out for that. He'll almost always kill you if you don't shoot him when he comes up behind the train. So you see I'm looking behind the train now. Have a shell loaded and you should be all set. It's just rinse and repeat for most of this. You can see my train's health isn't doing too hot. But there's a very slight chance that you will actually be able to stop every one of his attacks. Like, you gotta know how to play this game.
Return turret to home position. Train operation is possible only once turret has been reset.
I can't wait till you try this, because you're gonna get so upset. So here, there wasn't much I could do. That's not bullcrap time, but he's heading to the back now, so I'm heading back to the turret to finish this whole deal off. A warning screen will pop up on your screen saying one more shot when he's down to one more shot. At that point, make sure you're aiming backwards and just wait for him to head back there and you'll be all set. That's it for this boss fight. How about that? 40 to 60 minute boss fight condensed down into 7 minutes maybe?
Good work. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it's a lot easier on the throats for voicing over. See, one more hit, so he's coming up behind us. I got very scared here because I shot him and it didn't work. Like, I must have missed or something. But there he opened up, and there you go. Get the hell out of my house. Peace out, buddy. And that's it for this video.